Welcome back again. Got another replay for you. This is actually one from about 3, maybe 4 months ago. This is, I think, patch 9.2 actually. This was back when we were doing the medium missions and you had to get a certain amount of kills, damage, and experience, basic experience as well. And I was playing through the Japanese line at the time, so I had the STA-1 and the Cheery and a couple of other tanks I was playing. And of course here, I'm playing the Cheery here with the 3-shot auto-loader. This is not... it's actually a pretty decent tank. It's not widely loved by many though. So we're playing on Fisherman's Bay, and most of this replay is kind of very passive, which is kind of how you have to play the Cheery because it really has no armor. So if you get spot, then pretty much you're going to get shot at, and if you get shot at, you'll get penned and you'll take damage. It does thankfully have a lot of hit points though, more than some tier 7 heavies do, which is kind of handy I suppose. It means late game you can sort of trade HP in order to finish people off. So I've gone up on the west flank here. I'm basically in a sort of a snipering position, I guess you could say. Not a bad little place here if you've got good gun depression. This mound of dirt covers most of your tank and you sort of fire over the top of it. I'm just waiting for people to basically be spotted. And people on the other side of the map are getting spotted. With me on this flank, you can see they've got an 88 and we've got an FE304 on support and a couple of meds. We've got no one in the middle of the map though. In this map, Fisherman is one of those maps where if you control the middle you can do a lot of damage. So he's just taking a shot obviously into the city. So yeah, I'm going to relocate, go to the middle of the map and see what I can do. Enemy SU-100 gets spotted, although he's in a location where I wouldn't have been able to shoot him anyway. As you can see, the Cheery's not too bad for mobility. It doesn't turn great, but in a straight line it can build up a bit of speed and hold it relatively. So KV-1 gets spotted in a place that I can shoot him. And this is a bit of comedy, you'll see it in a second. So KV-1's around here somewhere, waiting for him to get spotted. There he is. You're probably wondering where these shots are going. They seemingly hit him, but they didn't hit him. We'll see in a second. And there it is. Friendly KV-1 was blocking. Of course, I've already dumped half the magazine into him. So one KV-1 is down. The other one just gets into cover before I can reload, so I'll dump some shells into this KV-1S and we finish him off. First kill. So, gone for a quick reload. See the KV-1 pushing up again. And unfortunately there's a bit of a mound of dirt in the way, so most of the shots get eaten by that. And then we bounce off the turret of the KV-1. So at this stage I'm figuring the KV-1s definitely know I'm there. So I'm just going to make sure Artie doesn't have an easy shot on me. Move back, move forward. See if I can go for some finishing shots on this KV-1S. And he gets unspotted. And I think at this point in the replay I actually was AFK for a couple of seconds, which is the reason why I'm sitting here for so long. And you'll see when I come back to the computer. There it is. So, gotta try and respot the KV-1s. There he is. Now he's probably going to try and shoot at me, and he misses. And we take one in return, but doesn't matter. Finish off the KV-1. Got the second kill. So now we know there's a KV-1S on that flank who's low HP, and there's probably a couple of those Stuart MLs that are camping at the back. There's one of them now, just got spotted. So town looks like it's it looks like they're going okay in town, but nonetheless we could always help out. The middle of the map is really good for firing down into the town if people are spotted in the right place. So, going to take a quick poke, see what you can see. Moving a bit closer. So we're starting to lose a few friendlies here and there. Now, if you're watching the map, you probably notice this is, I'm pretty sure it's 9.2 on the T49 was still a T49, not the T67 we have now, and a different T49 in its place, so that is actually the US Tier 5 TD, not the Scout Tier 8 with the big derp on it. So I'm looking for some heavies to see if there's any heavies. There's T34 back there somewhere in an IS. We can't see them at all yet. Still not much happening. Our guys in town are kind of just holding, I guess. West flank starting to look a little shaky. Here we have some lovely side shots on the IS. Oh, sorry, that's a KV-1S. 2 go in, I reckon 2 went in anyway, and 1 bounced off the turret, bit unlucky there. And T-34 spotted up next to us. Now T-34, it's kind of interesting. T-34 can actually do a lot of damage to Cheery because the high fire rate gun, you can really start to stack up damage. And he has enough health that he can eat a clip from me, unless I high roll a lot. He can eat a clip and survive, and in the time it takes me to reload, he gets 3-4 shots into me. But in the meantime, finish off his KV-1S. Shoot through a building, not a problem. Autoloader loads pretty quickly, so don't have to worry about that too much. And just missing out the shot. See if we can snipe out the roof on the KV-2 and we pull it off. Go for another reload. So you can see it's pretty quick. That T-34 is looking like he wants to try and take a shot at us. Now he's taking a shot at the heavies. Someone kills him. So we've gotten up to 4 kills. That could have been the 5th, but then again, we only got 1 shot on the KV-2, so kill secure. At this stage, it looks like we're probably going to win. Most of their tanks are all pretty passive tanks. And there's a T-49 gone, so it's 2 Stuart Emils and 2 Arty versus an IS-2, my Cheery 3001 and the M4 and the Type 58. Oh no, it's a 3601, I should have said, but either way, town is clear. We know the 2 Stuart Emils are in base, and we can expect the Arty are basically got to be at the back there. So at this stage I'm playing very passive, but the whole thing, as I said at the start, the whole thing with the Cheeries, you don't really want to get spotted too early. You don't want to start bleeding health without being able to deal a lot of damage back. And plus I have 2 meds pushing up on the west flank, so it'd be kind of pointless at this stage to try and do my own spotting. I might as well just wait till they make contact with something and then shoot whatever they spot. And we've got the other Stuart, well, the friendly Stuart Emil, sort of camping the top of the map there. You probably notice the enemy Stuart Emils are on the edge of my, or the max spotting range, so I'm pretty sure if I'm in cover, there's no way they're going to spot me. The Cheery doesn't have great camo, but it's not completely terrible either. So when I came across it, I figured I was probably spotted if one of the Stuart Emils was sitting out there. Oh, there he is. So I probably did get spotted, but I'm going to take some shots at him, and 1 shot goes into the ground, the other 2 finish the job, pull back in the cover, go for a reload. Unfortunately, I don't get this one here. Could have got him, but still reloading. Still haven't been able to spot the FE304. Now this shot here, I'm actually destroying that shed that sits on the side of the house. The house itself you can't destroy, but that little sort of angled shed you can destroy. But it didn't really matter because the 3rd shot went into the house anyway. Just trying to get a really narrow snipe on the Stuart Emil. So again, I'm going to play the view range game, sort of not get any closer to him, but basically come around and move it towards the cap area. So having an IS-2 that's moving on to the cap, that should finally draw him out. Still, well, we've got 5 kills now. And there's the 304, and here's a bit of RNG. So, first shot, pens. Second shot, bounces off his tracks, because 304s have great armor. But, as they say, RNG cometh, and RNG taketh. And I set him on fire. 6 kills, so that's my top gun. And Stuarmel gets back in the cover before I'm reloaded. The Radley finishes off our IS-2. So I know where both of these tanks are, and they're all pretty low on HP. Well, the Radley doesn't have much HP to begin with. Stuarmel coming over, trying to take a shot at me. Snap a shot off, and takes him out. That's 7 kills. The soft stats for the gun on the Cherry are actually really, really nice, which, when combined with the fact that the tank itself doesn't move that quick, means that it's actually pretty accurate, even when firing on the move. You see in the background there, a tree fell over, so the Radley's probably somewhere back there. The aim time is also really quick on this gun. It's one of the reasons why putting gun laying drives is kind of pointless on it. If it could fit a vert stab, it'd be handy, but unfortunately it can't. So there's the Radley, and don't have the gun elevation to shoot him. Now we do. Get a shot off, and he gets back in the cover. Go for another quick reload. I'm running a gun rammer and vents on this tank, so it's about a 8.4 second reload. The third piece of equipment is coated optics for extra view range, because I like to be able to see what I'm shooting at and what I'm being shot by. So the Radley just fired and missed. We'll finish him off, and that is our 8th kill. So the end game screenshot. Ace game, obviously. Radley Walters, top gun, high caliber. Pulled off 2,640 damage and spotted for a bit over 500. Most of the shots, well, there's a fair few speculative shots in there, so didn't get great accuracy, but most of the shots that did hit did pen. You can also see the daily mission, that was for that medium mission from a few months ago. And keen observers might notice that my radio man actually has 2 crew skills, while the rest of my crew aren't even at 100%. Well, actually, they aren't even at 105% because I'm running vents. But the reason for that is because you'll notice in the garage I have the STA-1. The STA-1 only has 4 crew members and doesn't have a radio member, so I moved the good crew into the STA and got another crew into the Cherry and left the radio man in there. So this game was actually played with a crew at about 90, 95, 96%, rather than having 100% crew. GG.